Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and to another episode of Bustle and Bush Questions with Bree. Last week I let you guys know that this week we'd be talking all about koalas, so let's get straight into it. Our first question comes from Shan and she asks, what is a koala? Well, koalas are found on the eastern side of Australia in both inland and coastal areas. They're in fact not bears, they're marsupials. Which means that they're underdeveloped at birth and they continue developing for the first 6 months in their mother's pouch while surviving off their mother's milk. After this initial 6 months, a substance called pap is added to their diet, which will allow them to eventually digest eucalyptus leaves. Without this bacterial substance, the eucalyptus would actually be poisonous to the koala, as it is for many other animals. It's at approximately 1 year of age that they start weaning from their mother and start eating leaves for themselves, and they can eat up to 500 grams of leaves per day, which is about the equivalent of 1 lettuce head worth of leaves. Most of their water intake is from the leaves. It's very rare to see a koala just drinking from a pond. If they're doing this, it means they're really dehydrated. And if they're not eating, they're likely sleeping, because koalas sleep up to 20 hours per day. Our second question comes from Jacob, and he asks, do koalas have any cultural significance? Well, the cultural significance of koalas differs between Aboriginal tribes across Australia. The dreaming is a system of spiritual and cultural beliefs that guide how Aboriginal people interact with the world around them. They have a great respect for the land, the water, and the life around them. Dreaming beliefs differ between these tribes. For example, the Daharawa people of the Sydney region believe that koalas helped row the boat that brought their people to the continent, now known as Australia. The Gumbaynija people have a creation story involving the Dunghiagagu or the Koala brothers. Rising seas isolated the Ngamba tribe, and the Dunghiagagu used their long intestines to build a bridge across to the mainland. Our next question is from Mel, and she wants to know, can I keep a koala as a pet? Well, unfortunately, Mel, it's illegal anywhere in Australia to keep a koala as a pet. But even if it wasn't illegal, they wouldn't make very good pets anyway, due to their fussy diet and their sleepiness. Not exactly a good playful companion. Human home environments aren't made for the koala. Scratches and bites are risks to humans, as koalas have very sharp claws and their bite can spread harmful bacteria and potentially cause infection. And because of their sharp claws, the potential of damage is ridiculous. Koalas also show signs of stress when exposed to loud noise and high traffic volumes of humans, so overall they're definitely not fit for domestication and wouldn't make a very good pet at all. Up next, Sean, and his question is, are koalas facing any risks to their welfare or existence? Koalas are currently listed as widespread in Victoria and South Australia. However, they are listed as vulnerable in Queensland, Australian Capital Territory, and New South Wales. Even though they are listed as widespread in Victoria and South Australia, they're kind of their worst enemy because their density is actually the cause of one of their issues, defoliation, which is in turn resulting in starvation for a lot of these animals in some areas. Overall though, the biggest threat to the koala is still humans. Deforestation and logging is taking away their habitats entirely, and urban developments are chucking roads through their habitats, which is making traffic a risk. Climate change is causing unusually high temperatures and in some cases droughts, which are completely affecting the water content in the trees, meaning that the koalas can't get enough water out of the eucalyptus leaves. It's also making their habitat extremely dry and more prone to bushfires. In 2019, it's estimated that approximately 60,000 koalas were adversely impacted by the bushfires, and unfortunately 5,000 of them died. They also have a number of animal predators, such as domesticated cats and dogs, owls, and other native species. Another thing posing a risk to the koala is chlamydia. It's estimated that approximately 90% of koalas are currently living with the infection, and it can cause blindness, pneumonia, infertility, or in severe cases, even death. This is leading to lower reproductive numbers due to reproductive tract infections caused by the chlamydia. Our last question for this video comes from Hamish, and he wants to know, what does the future look like for the koala? Is there anything I can do to help? Well, a New South Wales parliamentary inquiry in 2019 found that the koalas are unfortunately predicted to be extinct by 2050 unless urgent intervention is undertaken to protect these animals. Koalas are considered a national icon, so of course it makes sense to protect the koalas, as they're said to bring in approximately $3.2 billion in tourist revenue, all thanks to their teddy bear-like appearance. And their cuteness also results in approximately 30,000 tourism jobs. We can help save the koala by donating to different conservation groups such as the Adelaide Koala Rescue Triage Centre. Or if a financial contribution is out of reach for you, you can help by signing up to WWF's Regenerate Australia program, who will plant and protect one native tree per sign up to help restore this koala's natural habitat. That's it for this video, guys. As always, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!